What's up guys, CNC fan here, and welcome to the second episode of the Mad Cow Show. Today, I have two vehicular warfare games to review for you guys. I have Twisted Metal Black and Motor Mayhem. They're both for the PlayStation 2 and they both came out in 2001. They're both vastly different from one another and they both present their own unique style of gameplay. Twisted Metal Black is a little different from its predecessors, based on the fact that it portrays a more mature style of art and gameplay. After the release of the two previous Twisted Metal games by 989 Studios, Twisted Metal Black was developed by those who did the original two games. With its amazing presentation, the game is still able to impress to this very day. Similar to older Twisted Metal games, the story involves a competition known as Twisted Metal, run by the mastermind Calypso. Calypso recruits a bunch of mentally unstable convicts to battle to the death. The victor is granted any wish he or she desires. This creates a new dynamic in the game, as each character has a personal story to tell, and it only becomes uncovered if you complete the campaign as that particular character. You can almost think of it as a Soul Calibur type style of game in that sense. One of the most notable characters, Sweet Tooth, makes an appearance and he's crazier than ever.
Shut up and bleed, you motherfucker. Well, maybe it was my fault, but I had my own problems to worry about. The old man's curse was beginning to piss me off. But then one day, he showed up. Calypso, he called himself. It was a stupid name. I wanted to kill him there and then, but he made me an offer. He said he ran some kind of crazy contest. If I won his game, he promised to show me how to bring an end to the curse.
I love the characters in this game. They're so creative. My favorite characters are Spectre, Darkseid, and Outlaw. For Darkseid, I really have no idea how they came up with the idea of strapping a police car to the front of her truck. It's just flat out awesome. Each character has a special weapon. Sweet Tooth transforms and shoots missiles at a crazy rate, Outlaw has a guy manning a turret, and Crazy 8 electrically shocks anyone around him. This makes all the characters unique in how they play. One of my favorite additions to this game when it first came out was how the weapons actually come out of your car. If you played any of the older games, it was kinda strange how your weapon just shot out of the front of your car with no sense of where it came from. Now don't worry, you don't have to play the game alone, as you can play 4-player split screen. There even was an online version of the game that was released. I won't go into much detail on that, but now let's take a look at Motor Mayhem. It was a little overshadowed by Twisted Metal Black as it came out around the same time, but it was still an awesome game for those who didn't take it unnoticed. The game follows a tournament similar to Calypso's known as the Vehicle Combat League, or VCL. The stories of each of the characters aren't too personal, as you won't be watching any interesting cinematics, but the characters play in a much more unique way. Each character has a couple of special weapons instead of just one like in Twisted Metal games. This makes the player often pick a specific character and learn his or her special abilities to the maximum extent. The game kind of has a more futuristic, and might I say, cartoony persona, making it not as vulgar as Twisted Metal Black. You can only play split screen with a total of 2 people, but I love how much more customizable the settings are. Players are able to choose which weapons are available on the map, and I always choose the mini-nuke. Let me just launch one good. What the fuck? Now you guys are probably wondering which game I prefer. Well, to tell you the truth, I don't prefer either title. Twisted Metal Black is for the person who's, not afraid to see a little blood, not afraid to see a little, that greedy nature the game has. And Motor Mayhem is for the person, doesn't really want to see that. He just wants to have some fun, And they're both awesome games, and they're both worth checking out. They're great for multiplayer split screen, having your friends over, all that good stuff. Everyone should check them out if you have a PlayStation 2. Great games. By the way guys, thanks for watching and look out for episode 3.